All right, let's talk about the time the most famous center back in the world had an affair with his teammate and best friend's girlfriend. John Terry, for those that don't know, he was sort of the English version of Sergio Ramos. For all the good and bad reasons. Unbelievable defender, but also a guy that would choose to just put your legs into a buzzsaw if he was getting frustrated. Wayne Bridge, on the other hand, good player, much less celebrated until he got to Man City and was sort of a guy that was instrumental in Man City's ascent into becoming one of the better clubs in the Premier League. John Terry has had a tough time with the media throughout his life as a famous person. His dad got set up selling cocaine to a media member, not Robbie Fowler, surprisingly. John Terry also got caught giving a private tour of the training ground for $10,000. And you, potential American viewer, could be like, oh, what a weirdo, who takes money for something like that? Well, I choose to remind you that Peyton Manning once took money to go to a kid's bar mitzvah. So don't act holier than thou with this stuff. US athletes are not better by any means. If anything, they're weirder. Rumors in 2010 began to swirl when Bridge left Chelsea for Man City during his long distance relationship with his girlfriend. Much like John Terry had done on defense so many times, he slid in there.
No, God!
I'm so sorry for that. I'm so sorry. I had that written down and I was so pleased with myself. I'm red carded on that. British tabloids begin to line up the stories that John Terry was having this affair, and John Terry, being so well versed in kind of trying to cover up mistakes with the media, asked a judge to step in and stop it from being published. The judge ultimately told him to kick rocks, and the stories came out. And it was almost like everyone knew the stories were coming. Like everyone was like sitting, leaned forward, just waiting for the first shoe to drop. And when they dropped hard. Headlines ran everywhere that John Terry had cheated on his wife with his best friend's girlfriend. The Daily Mail went as far as claiming that John Terry had paid her to have a secret abortion. And this gets into one of those things where it's like, this woman asked for none of this. It's unclear the timeline with which the relationship happened. The villain here is John Terry. And even if the woman had broken up with Wayne Bridge and then been with John Terry, that's still your best friend. And also worth mentioning that John Terry at this time was the captain of England. One of the most sought after wristbands in the world. John Terry had that role and had that role for years. All of a sudden, Terry has the armband stripped from him because he slept with his teammate's girlfriend. Which, if we're being honest, John Terry should have never had the wristband. It should have been Steven Gerrard's. We all fucking know that. Should have been Stevie G's. Stevie G isn't doing this to a teammate. You know? Obviously there was fallout. John Terry got divorced. It is to say that John Terry's affair did not go under the rug. And a lot of them looked at John Terry like, oh, you tried to muzzle us? Well, this is not gonna go well for you. So, that's the story at the time that John Terry slept with his teammates or ex-teammate's girlfriend.
All right, I want to know how long until Wayne Bridge found out. I mean, they're training together. Are they training together? Or was this when he was at City, JT's at Chelsea?
Wayne Bridge leaves Chelsea to go to City, and all of a sudden it's a long-distance relationship with his girlfriend. But they'd been together 5 years, so you think ostensibly, oh, we can do this? Nope. You asked, when did he find out, or how did he find out?
Was it through the media?
Not even through the media. He found out when John Terry put in the court injunction trying to stop the media. Now, the media hadn't reported anything, and so he finds out that John Terry, because that kind of blew up, that John Terry puts in a media stop on something, we don't know what it is, and immediately calls the girlfriend and is like, you did this with John, didn't you? And he must have
felt
had some
sort of feeling about it.
That's what I'm curious about. How is she doing?
I bet this is her.
Oh, they had kids.
Oh, they're still together.
Oh, no.
Tough.
No, they're still together? Wait, when did this happen? So this happened 2010-ish is what you're saying?
2010, 6 months before the World Cup. And that England team very famously underperformed. It was a good-ish team.
It was a sick team.
Yeah.
The talent was as good as any country in the world, but for some reason it just never worked.
I don't know how he saved the marriage. Greatest save John Terry's made in his career, am I right? I hate these jokes. If you enjoyed this story, make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel, like the video, and comment below with an insane story you want us to tell, and we'll try to make sure to check into that on the next one. Also, we have a wonderful video about Robbie Fowler and his insane celebration. I promise you're going to enjoy that one.